Hi folks, it's absolutely glorious windless winter day, so I want to go out and do some prop testing with the AR Pro test plane. So I've been running this plane for a while now with the Sunny Sky, the Mark III Sunny Sky 2216 1400 kV on 4S with the this APC 8x4.5 multi-rotor prop. Absolutely great. These APCs are quite flexible, hardly ever get broken when you land, so absolutely brilliant. So we're going to try 4 more props, well 3 actually, because one of them I haven't got the adapter for yet. So we'll start off with that one. So it's this super nylon. This is an 8x5 prop. I think it's actually made by Graupner, I'm not absolutely sure. It says made in Germany. Really heavy duty, I mean like it's called super nylon because it's like really strong. So if I'm going to fly in Germany with Mark Hoffman, that's the prop I'm going to have on, because that will just shred anything. And if I don't manage to hit him in the air, at least I can beat him to death with it, it's that strong. Okay, so that's that one. The next one is the Cam Carbon Aeronaut. This is the Cam Carbon Light. This is 8x4.5. Use these in the 9x5 variety on my Dart XLE. Brilliant props, superbly made. Just a little bit brittle and can be prone to breaking on landing, but yeah, really fantastic shape. Love those props. Interested to see how it works on the AR Pro. Then we've got another one from Super German prop. This is the Electroline semi-flexible, I would say. Not as brittle as the Cam Carbon, but not as flexible as the APC. So interested to see how that one works out. And then we've got this Graupner. This is the SJ, another 8x4.5. It's the SJ, what they call their Sport Prop L, made in Germany. Wurstbunduk technique, got to be good. We're going to give that one a try as well. So let's get out into the field and get this show on the road.
Okay, so here we're in the field. Look at those wind turbines over there, not moving an inch. This is like a really weird day. There is just zero wind. So what a great day to test out some props. So yeah, I'm going to use a different LiPo for each prop, so we try and get that kind of locked down and see if we can find some, some reasonable comparisons between these, where we've got some kind of a benchmark position. I think the last test that I did was probably okay, but not going to be as accurate as this one. So we're not going to be testing the Brother Hobby motor. I've decided that the Sunny Sky 2216 1400 kV is my motor of choice for the AR Pro. So now it's just down to trying these 4 props and comparing them. So we're going to start with the APC 8x4.5. So the first test is going to be flying level in angle mode and just trying to hold the throttle so that the speed is consistent at 70 kilometers an hour with auto level on to keep the plane level, and seeing what the amp draw and the current draw and the consumption is. And also what percentage of throttle we're using to maintain that speed. And then we're going to do a cruise mode test where we're going to be flying the plane in cruise mode with the auto throttle, which in my case is 35%. And then we are going to pull the stick back and climb at cruise throttle, and while it's climbing, monitor what the actual climb rate is in meters per second, and also the amp draw and the power draw during that maneuver. And then we're going to put all that into a table using Excel and then see which prop is the most efficient, which one is giving the best amount of climb. So they're the 2 tests we're going to do today. So let's get this first one underway. Let's get it up in the air and get cracking. Off she goes. Right, now let's get the hat on. Let's get the goggles on with the hat on without pulling the cable out like I did last time. Wow, look at that frosty landscape. That's crazy. Right, no heavy throttle movements, Glenn. Fly over the car. So there's no wind. Look at that, that's off the sticks. Right, let's get into angle mode.
Angle mode.
off the sticks. Good. Liking that a lot. So let's turn it around. Nice and gently. We'll fly down the same direction. Look at that landscape. Wow. That is absolutely phenomenal. Looks amazing in the goggles. Surprisingly, my hands are not freezing today. I'm not sure why. Right, let's just fly over in this direction. And let's now increase throttle until we get to 70 kilometers an hour. Well, we're already at 76. So let's drop it down to 70. 69. 67. 68. Not too much. Dropping the throttle. Well, you need be delicate on the throttle. Something I'm not really used to. Usually an on-off switch for me. Right, 70. Right, let's have a look. Let's record these stats. So 5.3 amps, 83 or so watts. 6970. That's looking great. Let's make sure I get a good chunk of OSD. Okay, and I'll do a turnaround and we'll put it into cruise.
Cruise mode.
Not yet.
Aqua mode.
Let's just get up here, save the throttle. Right, now we'll fly into the sun in cruise.
Cruise mode.
And we've got it on cruise throttle. Right, cruise throttle. Flying into the sun, and let's pitch up and see those meters per second. Right, pitching up, full up, 6.6, 6.9, 7.1, holding it, 9, okay, that was good. Take it out of cruise.
Cruise mode.
Bring it back down. Those wind turbines. Not moving an absolute inch. Not a jot. Okay, right, let's bring it in and get it up for number 2. Have some fun on these lipos when I've finished. Pretty great. Don't think I'm going to need to stabilise this. Look at that. It's nuts. No wind at all. Plane flies like it's absolutely on rails. Absolutely on rails. Kill the power. Gliding in. Beautiful landing. Okay, that's prop number 1.
Ignition off.
Let's record those stats. So I've got those if I need to refer to them. All good, let's retrieve. Okay, this is a flight with the Graupner Sport prop. So let's see how it launches. Not that I'll be able to tell much difference, I don't think.
Return to launch. Ignition on.
Okay, she's up in the air. Let's get seated comfortably. Oh, it's faster already. No, only kidding.
Angle mode. Acro mode.
Okay, let's do the same again. Fly up, do a turny round, do the angle mode one this way. Oh, look at that sunset. It's going to be a glorious sunset tonight. Okay. Not using any throttle at all, hardly. Fly up there. We'll come around and back over the woods towards the car and do this test. So let's get it into
Manual mode. Acro mode. Angle mode.
angle mode. Turn it around. And have 6. Look at that horizon. I'm going to buy Mark Hoffman so many beers. I'm going to get him so drunk for doing this or helping to do this. You'll have a terrible hangover. I'll show him how Englishman drinks, not how pussy German drinks. Right, okay, let's do this. Let's get a bit of altitude first. Right, let's get it nice and level. So we're in angle mode with level mode on. Let's get that 70 kilometers an hour. It's about there. 6.3 amps, 101 watts. Looks like this prop's pulling a little bit more amperage. Oh, we didn't do a flat out speed test, did we, with the 8x45? We'll do that at the end. It is 6.3 amps. Well, let's bring it around and hit the power lines. Okay, that was good. Now we'll get it into cruise mode, into the sun.
Acro mode. Cruise mode.
Okay, cruise throttle. Auto throttle. Why is auto throttle at 27? It must have been the same before. Right, let's climb. Full stick. 288 watts, 20 amps. Climb rate 9.1 meters a second. This seems to have more oomph, this prop. Okay. Let's just give it some welly on the way back. Level flight. Do a level flight pass. I'll do it towards the camera so we can get some sound, the sound of all the props, see if there's any sound differences. I'll fly the same line. Where's the car? Is it on this one or this one? This one. Flat out pass. sounds wonderful. I didn't notice how fast it went. I'll have to look at the OSD. Let's do it again. Oh, so much fun, I've got to do it again. Just let the lipo relax. I'll hit the throttle as soon as I hit this field where the line is. So we've got the same amount of pickup. And punch it. $139. Wow. Okay, let's bring it in and go prop number 3. I'm doing this all for the purpose of science. I'm sure everyone appreciates that. Wow. 0 wind days. There must be a country in the world where they have 0 wind nearly all the time. Mind you, Spain was pretty much like that. They had light winds when I was there for the whole week. Okay, so let's bring this into land. Try and get a bit closer to the car. I hate walking. Oh, I had to drop that down too soon. Right. Let's look at the stats on this one.
Ignition off.
148 kilometres an hour. Might have been a dive. Okay, next one. Oh, we just had a Sea King helicopter go over really low. Sure, it was lower than 120 metres. Right, prop number 3, the electro light. Oh, it didn't get off the ground. We'll check that out. Well, I'm not sure what happened there. The plane's okay. It kind of came down flat, but broke the prop. It was on the right way. I tested it for thrust. How strange. Okay, well, let's move on to the last one then. I have to get a replacement. I only got one of each just to try them out. Okay, let's get the last one on. Well, I just I just plugged the plane in and a big flame leapt out the side of this ESC cover here. I did break the motor mount, but I taped it back on, so I don't know what happened there. So I'm just going to open the motor mount and see what's inside. A huge flame. There's a hole burned in there. Oh my goodness. The ESC looks definitely poorly. Look at that. That's completely burned to a crisp. Come on, turn this thing off. Yeah, so the ESC caught fire. So when I crashed, not sure what happened there, but when I crashed, something must have been damaged. So, well, oh, Ben, God, good job this is my test plane. It's really torched. It really is cindered. Right, let's take it home and get it on the bench and examine why that's happened. So, we'll have to return to test these props again. At least I can order the spare one that I broke, so not all bad. Shame I want to fly around a little bit in this non-wind, but I'm sure I'll get another opportunity. That's the hobby, I guess. Okay, folks, that's it. Until the next one. Quite an interesting little adventure, all in all, and not sure what that's about, but let's go and inspect it on the bench. Okay, so here we are back in the workshop. It smells really bad in here, a really acrid burning foam and plastic. Yeah, this is the aftermath in there. Really, you know, it's really torched actually. It's really black. No idea what caused it, but I do have another one, so I'm going to plug that one in. Not sure if I should, but I'm going to do it anyway to see if it's the motor that's caused it to burn out, or whether
something got damaged when I had that failed launch, and maybe that failed launch was due to the ESC failing during the launch sequence, and it came down, and then when I plugged it in with the next prop to test it, maybe that's what caused the fire. I'm not sure. I'm going to find out. Well, let's have a closer look at the damage and see if we can figure out from the debris what may have happened. Okay, let's just unplug this. Oh, it really smells bad. It really does. Oh God. Get it out of there. Right, let's have a... Okay, so... Well, it looks like it's burnt at the input side. I've really no idea what I'm looking at here, but the board is completely torched. That connection looks like most of the heat has come from that part of the connection. That's the positive side, so maybe it was damaged when I crashed. Well, the heat that's been generated has melted the top of the mount. So yeah, and the foam, that's all burnt inside there and crispy. And I think that the hatch is pretty burnt as well. So if I just pop that top off, there should be a daylight through that, I think. Yeah. So melted the top of the hatch. Okay, so let's plug another one in, and fingers crossed, hope there's no smoke. I'll be back in a second. Okay, let's take a deep breath. Got the replacement new AC in there. Oh, I hate this kind of stuff. Right, okay. No smoke. Seems good. Let's see if we can arm it.
Ignition on. Ignition off.
All seems good. So, not really sure what happened there. All I can think of is that when it hit the ground on the belly here really hard, it must have shocked something in here, loosened the solder joint or something like that. Anyway, looks like we're back in business. Get this all fitted, print a new motor mount and get it back in the air. Okay, so we'll fix it up, and I'll order the replacement prop for the one that was broken. So this is the super line, speed line, and make a new motor mount, and we'll go back out again on another calm day, because I think it really did have merit from the 2 tests that we did, and do the whole thing again. But yeah, in my videos I do like to share exactly what happens when I go out on my little adventures, and it's not something that's just scripted for all the best bits. So this is what the hobby's really about. It's about this journey of discovery and things happening sometimes that we just simply can't explain. It's just part of the fun, really. So yeah, that's it for now, folks. Until the next one.